What up, everybody? So today's episode is going to be us wrenching on the BMW. We're going to be cleaning up the injectors, hopefully putting new O-rings on them, probably doing a valve cover, gasket, and pulling off the intake and the valve cover, and we're going to paint them up and try to make them look a little bit nicer. So that will be today's episode. Hopefully maybe a little short and sweet, but it'll be some good wrenching. So let's get to it.
It's Mashed Throttle, driving fast, taking control. Whoa, yeah.
So first step we're going to do is we're going to take off this intake. Just get that out of the way. And that just pulls right off. You can unsnap this. That just clips right out. Then you can undo this wire. There we go. And mine is actually set up a little bit different because if you guys can see right here, this is actually on the factory intake. It is attached to the other side, so you would unclip that, but since I have mine set up a little bit different, I don't even have to worry about it. So that's the first step, and then we can move into taking off the intake. From there, we're just going to remove this real quick. I don't even think that's going to work. That came off. I think these are 10 millimeters. We're going to go ahead and pull them. Just that's a metal clip. You pull it, lift it out. Just like that. So this last injector was kind of giving me a pain in the butt. So literally all I did was just hit my screwdriver, hit it, and it popped right out. So I think I was just trying too hard on that one. But I got all 4 bolts on the fuel rail off. All injectors are popped off. Well, not popped off, but all injectors are disconnected from their harness. So it looks like all I need to do is probably undo this fuel line right here. And then should be able to pull it right out. So I pulled the valve cover off to give myself some more clearance. I got all the injector wiring unplugged. I got the fuel rail unplugged, regulator unplugged, and I pried up on it a little bit. And after prying up on it a little bit, you basically can kind of just wiggle it out like that, and it comes right out. And I have to say, after pulling these injectors out, these things are, like, I don't know if you guys can see that. There's no way any of these are going to be, like, look how crusty those are. So I definitely think pulling these, the car's running fine, especially after doing that fuel pump, but I think after doing the fuel pump and now doing these injectors, the car is going to run amazing. I think it's going to run fantastic. So that's going to be fun to see how much more power I have after that. So from here, we're going to be removing these injectors, and it is just a clamp, just like this. And you spin it around, just like that. So then you can just push it right out. Get the injector out of your way. And it comes right out. Not too hard. And then these, you got to wiggle. Just like that. It comes right out. So the setup I got going on right now is I have a normal battery. I have an injector cleaner. I know it seems like there's a ton of wires, but this goes to the battery. And then these 2 wires, because I think you can do 2 injectors at a time, but this goes to the injector. The injector seeps in, you have your negative and positive on the injector, and then you spray your brake clean or whatever else on this end. So I'll be honest, this isn't really going the best, but we're going to try it anyway. So what I have going on is this goes in here, this sprays just like that, and then the injector shoots it out. So we're just going to put it on 4, which is continuous pulse, like that, and then have it which is wasting a ton of brake clean, but it's working. It's just not the best. So after removing the injectors, I'm going to go ahead and remove the intake manifold, and it looks like it's probably going to be a pretty big pain, because you got quite a few bolts on the inside, and it looks like they're pretty hard to get to. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and let's get to it. To give you guys a little bit of a better idea of what we're dealing with, we have to remove the intake manifold. It looks like there's a bolt here. Then there's going to be, I can't even get you guys down there. There's 2 bolts in here. I think there's 2 bolts in here. Another bolt there. Same over here. 2 bolts. Probably 2 bolts and a bolt over here. So it's going to be a little tricky. Take quite a bit of ingenuity, but we'll get them out. investigating further, I found out what the issue was. It is this. There is a pipe that goes from there into the block, and I'm assuming you just pull that straight up and out. And that's how... Weird. I've never seen that before. I guess it's a breather or something. I don't know, but I just found out that's the thing that's holding it on. So I'm thinking I got to pull it out and then up. I got the dipstick removed, and now I can... It's like, gosh, I still got more freaking crap attached. Pardon the tone of my frustrations. There we go. Okay, now we're out. We are out. And holy crap. I think it's a good thing I'm doing this because let's remove that. You can see, look at these gaskets, like they were falling apart. They are crusty. To me, it looks like it needed this big time. Holy crap. Who even knows how good, like, how well that was sealed? Those just came right off, so I guess that's good. Man, this is going to be a pretty big job. This is such a weird design. So this goes right down in here. Maybe it's a good design, I don't know, but it literally goes here and into the intake, and it looks like the intake drains the head through this tube down, and it's literally held in by this spring pressure, so pushing up against the head, and then an O-ring up here. That's just weird ingenuity to me. Like I said, I'm not used to working on BMWs, but it looks like it was leaking oil pretty good through there, so we'll have to get that sealed up. I'll have to find the O-ring for this part. The spring still seems to be in good condition. I just got to get it all cleaned up, and then I'll have to definitely do an oil change on this thing. off with that for tonight. We got quite a bit of good wrenching done today. We got the intake manifold, the injectors, the valve cover removed, so I plan on painting those. And the cylinder head cleaned up. So the next video is going to be me putting it all back together. I plan on getting new injectors because, I cleaned the injectors and they were pretty crusty. And just waiting on parts to come in. So we'll be waiting on that. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you guys like. If you like the wrenching in the garage, it's been cool to be filming at home, but sometimes it's nicer to have the bigger shop. But this has been working out pretty good. I feel like I'm able to wrench more and be home more. So let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.
Thunder roll. It's Mashed Throttle.